Hello and welcome back to Not a Watch Snob. I am your host, Bill, and today we have a watch that's out of this world. Breguet, MB and F, Blancpain. All of these watches have something in common. They're all really f***ing expensive. But what if I told you there was a watch that has some of the same unique functions and features of this inverted movement for a quarter of the price? Introducing from Xeric watches, the Xeric Invertor. This watch is completely bad. It's fun, it's funky, it's got lume for days. And what makes this watch stand out from the rest is this winding automatic rotor that is displayed on the front of the watch instead of the back, giving the wearer a true appreciation for the mechanical beauty of this watch. What's cool about this unique timepiece is that you would think if the movement is flipped upside down, the time would be running backwards. But Xeric actually found a way to develop a movement that reverses the time, so when the movement is flipped upside down, the time actually runs correctly. Everything about this watch is totally unique, and you can read the time legibly, and I love how, much like the MF and B, they actually included Roman numerals on the side as well. The specs of this watch are as follows. The case material is a hand-finished 316L surgical grade stainless steel. The crystal on the side is a custom dome Hesalite crystal, which means it can get scratched. But the crystal on the top luckily is sapphire. The dimensions are 46mm in diameter. It has a height of 13mm. It has a lug width of 22mm. It has a movement of a Miyota 90S5 automatic movement with that custom inverter module. The strap is a premium leather strap with a quick release, and it has a water resistance of 5 ATM. The pros and cons of this watch are as follows. Pro. If you're looking for a watch that's going to stand out in your collection, you cannot go wrong with this piece. It's a conversation starter, and even people who don't give a rat's ass about watches will gravitate their eyes to it. And what I like about this watch is not many people get to appreciate the movements in watches. And being able to show them the symbiosis between man and machine is kind of special, and I think there's something beautiful to that. That's what really got me involved into watches, was the fact that this kinetic energy creates movement and allows you to watch and keep track of time. I think that's actually kind of a beautiful thing that we as humans have created. Con. It's the loudest watch I've ever worn, and to their defense, I mean, the movement is flipped upside down, so you gotta kind of, expect that. But when you move, you can just hear this little, earworm of a and like I said, it is to be expected, but it is the loudest watch I've ever worn. Pro. I cannot stress how nice the lume is enough. It's probably the brightest lume in my collection, and everything from the hands being this blue sort of cool contrast between the green dial to the Roman numerals on the side. It's such an attention-grabbing watch, and it's so badass. It shines inside my watch case. Con. There's no date window. Now I get it. Where the hell would you put a date window? But again, I do like knowing the date, so I wish there was one. Pro. The band feels slightly comfortable, and I think it's very sturdy. I do enjoy the leather bands that they sent me. They sent me a couple of bands with this watch, and every one of them is great. I can't decide which one looks nicer on it, so hey, maybe you can decide. Check it out. Con. They curved the back of this watch, and I don't understand why they curved the back of this watch, maybe to give it more of a unique funkiness to this watch, but they curved it, and my wrist is just too damn bony to actually fit that curve, and for a while it just kind of felt unnatural to wear this watch, but eventually I got used to it, and it started to feel a little bit better on the wrist, and there were actually no issues. So I have no clue why they curved the back of this watch, but it's something that just doesn't feel good on my skinny ass wrist. Pro. It keeps great time, and I cannot stress that enough. Even with a Miyota movement, this watch keeps amazing time. I barely have to set it. and it's definitely a pinnacle in my collection. What I like is that there are just so many different colorways to choose from. You don't have to go with that mint green, you can go with a golden black and a blue, and I just think that there's a style out there for everyone, and the colorways in this watch is just absolutely attention grabbing, and I think it's an incredible watch. All in all, for $750, this watch is not a bad pickup at all. Possibly the price is a little steep, but I got it on a pre-order at $400, and truthfully I don't think I'd pay any more than that. So it is such a really cool watch. It's fun, it's funky and unique, and it's sure to draw a lot of attention, but $750 is a little steep, but still not bad for what you're getting, especially when other inverted movement watches are so high in price. So I really got to give credit where credit's due. This watch is really, really cool, and I'm so glad that I got it, and I'm so glad that I have it in my collection. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out and it helps me grow. And remember, my name is Bill. I'm not a watch snob, and neither are you. See you next time, and enjoy.